Alright, I got a late start to this season, so this is Wednesday morning. I've only played about 20 hours so far. About to go try 115 for the first time on Hardcore Americas. I am pushing with the Primal Bakkan caster because I had this drop last night, and all of my Fortress Ballistas and Dawns are non-ancient and not that well rolled, so I figured I might as well go with this big girthy Primal instead for now, and it's been working just fine. So I don't anticipate this needing fish, so obviously we could clear much higher than this, but I just thought I'd see how this goes. This is no Augs, of course. Around 100 for my main gems. Looks like 104 and 107s. These are my passives I'm running. I'm going with the S of Johann, just kind of what I'm used to from last season. I feel it still has value as long as you've got some area damage on gear. And I do have 113% total, so every time everything gets squished together, I deal a lot more damage because anytime Hungering Arrow hits something, there's a 20% chance that everything within 10 yards takes, that much damage plus. So it's still good. I think eventually I will move to either Vala's and Dawn, like last season, or else Fortress Ballista and Dawn and Squirts. Finally, okay. 118. Who knows? Yeah, this one's not gonna be a win. Okay, so I didn't one-shot that like I thought I would. Just had a really bad GR. Had a power pylon, but it wasn't in a very great spot. And no conduit, and generally bad mobs. This time will be better, because it can't really get much worse. Like, this mob type is already better than a lot of the ones I had in the last one. The map looks like it's going to be a lot better. Okay, so we are at 218. I'm going to try and just spawn right now, rather than look for a power, because if I look for a power, I definitely won't have time for most bosses, but I might if I just spawn. Saxtress is good and bad. It'll be good if the adds are all stacked on top of her for area damage, but not that. I don't think that'll outweigh the fact that I'll get less damage because less of my attacks will hit her. But then Oculus is the other huge benefit. Boy, she is quick to refill those. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna kill them all dead, and then boom, just more gnats. F. Alright, so I assumed I'd one-shot 115, and instead I've failed it twice now. The first time I had really bad maps and mobs, and I only had a power of the good pylons. And I think I spawned the boss with 1:20, and it took about 2 minutes. This time I spawned the boss with a little over 2 minutes, and it was Saxtress. So Saxtress is a very bad boss when you're not using Stricken, and you're really planning on shooting the boss, and instead it shoots the gnats so much of the time. So it looks like it added probably 40 seconds to the fight over a single target. Anyway, let's do it again. All we need is a conduit or great maps or great power. Like, this is already good enough. Like, just this mob type, you don't even need a good map. I should keep time on this pull, even though it's not a super ideal situation. Yeah, just a little too unlucky. I could definitely see like a 5-minute clear. Well, not 5. I could see like an 8-minute clear on this tier if everything was going well. I could see clearing 5 tiers higher if everything was going well. But trying to do this unfished, you gotta have a little bit of luck go your way. Okay, so those guys should be decently quick kills if they get off of the stairway. I'm not gonna fight them on the stairway. If they like literally just stay there, I'm gonna skip them. As much as I like killing blue packs. I don't know about them. Okay, now they're all kind of in the same spot. So normally I like going for the density, going for the Oculuses, because area damage and Oculus damage. So I don't like fighting just a pack on its own. Fortunately here I've been having Grotesque continuing to give me more and more Oculus fodder. But if I've got just like a blue pack left, I don't mind finishing them off single target, because single target's not terrible anymore compared to density damage. Okay, we got a shield, which is a pylon I would have liked to see in either of my previous runs, because I kept having, like, my biggest pulls were super dangerous. This is not a dangerous scenario at all, as I just proc. Follower proc. Unfortunately, with that tight area, it's definitely not going to be worth it fighting even 2 yellows at once with a shield. Like, it's just location, location, location was bad. So I'm skipping it. I'm just chilling with this stuff. Oh, let's move that purple dot up. Move it up. There we go. So that stuff walks over to the high land. I have the high ground. It does seem like a waste of a shield, though, just killing this trash. Cool. Nice. This is a good finish to the floor. Decent time to have a shield pylon, too. We can just chill in the molten. Or be very warm in the molten. I guess the shield probably chills us. You're gonna be dead very soon. F. And yeah, the mod type looks really good. Nice. Watch them just melt when they get squeezed. And I have the conduit. Or the Oculus, I mean. Yeah, conduit would be nice. Okay, we're off shield, off follower proc. I think we can get a trash pull going up here. Maybe even a little bit bigger. We'll go into this room in particular. Nice. Paragon! And this is 2 blue packs so far and just trash. Still made a pretty nice lead just because the trash types have been good. On terrible maps too, that's the other funny thing. And there's another nice looking blue pack, unless they're Waller. Among a ton of trash. Oh, 2 blue packs. Yeah, if there's no Waller here, we should come away with crazy lead. Yeah, unfortunately, the runway had a power pylon. I was a ways behind when I grabbed it, but I had 3 wounded yellow packs on the previous floor, so I went back and killed them. But then there was a second pack, so like the Nemesis spawn, and another pack at the power pylon, so I thought maybe I can kill them with the other 30 seconds. But the Waller, and I think the other one was a Juggernaut, or maybe the Juggernaut was a Waller, but I just basically did no damage for 20 seconds with the power, but I did enough that I felt like I had to stay and finish it. So it could have I could have gone from like a 2-minute deficit to a 2-minute lead pretty easily without the Waller, and instead I only got like a 1.5-minute lead, or minute lead maybe. And that's why that one was lost. But this is awesome. Where I think I've maintained, if not grown, my progress bar, and I'm about to get a huge lead when I kill these 3 packs, or 2 blue packs and a Punisher. So this time with no pylon help and still no good maps. Well, shield is technically help, especially when I had follower procced, But basically no good pylons, no good maps, enough time, enough lead to kill some bosses. That's pretty awesome. Haven't really decided if there's a best boss. I guess if you don't get every bit of Pierce on single target, then Sandshaper would be best, because I definitely don't like Saxtress anymore, which means I probably won't like Hamlin or Binder either. So the other thing would be like Perendi. I remember actually liking Perendi for a Frenzy Barb push one time, because his ads died so fast that I just got like... The time that I lost DPS from splitting my damage to the ad was well made up for by having the Oculus that it supplies. So something like a Perendi that only spits out one ad every 10 seconds or whatever, that could be actually really good, because the ad just dies like instantly. That's assuming the Oculuses show up in useful places, I guess. You're not like dodging for your life. So speaking of positioning, I'm wondering if this bull is still worth it. I think there's a yellow rat in there too. He is also not wounded very much, but all these Punishers are. Unfortunately, I can't really analyze the map right now without dying, so... I think this is the way forward, though. It seems like it'd be weird if this is a loop that is also a dead end. Ooh, mortar. Ooh, and explosions. Let's get out before we real proc. Another pack. Finish off the Punisher, maybe. Yeah, it's just so much minions and such. I definitely want to finish off the stuff that's here, but maybe we go back to the open room. That seemed really sketch in the hallway. I guess the Punisher died that I was pulling. It's not as good as killing blue packs because I spend so much time just fighting the yellows, but at this point they're definitely worth it. And soon I'll have fewer mortars and molten and such hurting me. Nice. Those are good Oculuses. Can we get another one? We've lost a good chunk of our lead, but we're about to grow it. I think we actually were down to about where we were when we killed the blue packs, but now we get 8 globes instead of just 6. So nice. Hopefully we find a conduit and just win. Okay, this is looking more like those other runs. Still bad map, but this time bad mobs. And bad version of the map, too. It's just been a big hallway. So we're skipping that because we're fast. This would be decent if it was a better layout. They were all the way at the bottom of the screen, which is a bad place to fight things with a kind of choke point right below it and walls and such. Yeah, this is really awkward. So I kind of want to just drag them up here. Even though this isn't a great place, it's a much better place to fight. Hopefully we don't lose too much time on these Morloos. But the Spiderlings should die really fast. Whoa, that was a weird S. It's one down already. Oh, I thought they were illusionist. Oh, they're almost done. Come on, give me another one down so I get an Oculus. I must be killing them very evenly. Here it comes. Alright, I don't like where my progress bar is, considering where I'm at. Oh, yeah, that'll help. So I'm fortunate that I'll probably get to like 99% and there'll be no trash left and I'll have to finish off a pack at that point. But the blues should die pretty quickly here. Yeah, the blues are almost dead already. Okay, so took me 3 attempts to hopefully get the clear right now. But this is the only one that had a conduit. And it's the best boss. And I've got some conduit to zap the boss with. That'll help a bit. I think normally 30 seconds of conduit does 15% of their health, so that's 15% I don't have to kill. It also means more bubble time, because I front-loaded like early a lot of damage. Assuming that you can't get your full amount of pierces normally, then the missile dampening would help slightly, like by 1 pierce or something. Imagine if we got good maps. Oh, he's going between a lot of obstacles, but now he's back. So I think I failed the last ones by combined about minute 40, maybe minute 30. So I basically added, or averaged 15-minute clears trying this tier 3 times now. Could easily see many, many more minutes saved. So that puts me 13, 15, probably rank 5. Obviously, if it hasn't updated my clear, maybe it hasn't updated other people's clears as well. I wish I had seen what just popped up on the screen. It might have said rank 5. We should be. Maybe it doesn't pop up when the board is slow like that. Yeah, Bakkan caster for the win.